William is reportedly formulating a plan to finally strip Prince Harry and Meghan Markle of their HRH titles. Riley Sullivan is a lifestyle reporter here at skynews.com.au, and he's always across the latest celebrity.
Wasn't there some speculation that she was on Epstein's yacht at one point in time?
Most of Meghan Markle's yacht girl pics have been scrubbed from the internet.
Picture this, a title that carries the weight of centuries, a name that opens doors to palaces and power. Now imagine it's on the verge of being erased, not by tabloid gossip, but by the ancient halls of British governance. Is Meghan Markle about to lose her Duchess of Sussex title forever?
Markle is still using her HRH title despite agreeing to drop the title when the Sussexes left royal duties. How is Will planning to deal with this?
Whispers in Westminster have turned into a roar, with the House of Lords reportedly gearing up for a historic showdown. From a single jam jar to a constitutional crisis, this story has everyone buzzing: royal insiders, everyday Brits, and even global fans. Let's unravel the drama that's shaking the monarchy to its core, piece by gripping piece. It all kicked off with a gift basket that seemed innocent enough. Earlier this year, Meghan Markle sent her friend Jamie Kern-Lima, a beauty mogul who built IT cosmetics from her living room to a billion-dollar empire.
Meghan Markle has been very brazen recently with the use of the HRH. Now, royal fans will know in 2020, during the negotiations for Harry and Meghan to leave royal duties, it was agreed with Queen Elizabeth that they will not use the HRH title. That is a long-standing precedent, and there's good reason for it. Basically, the HRH is only given to working.
A batch of her homemade strawberry jam. A sweet gesture, right? But the card tucked inside was anything but sweet. It read, "With the compliments of HRH, the Duchess of Sussex." That tiny HRH was like lighting a match in a room full of dynamite. Social media erupted, with users on X calling it a brazen violation of royal protocol.
So the fact that she's continued to use this HRH when they've been instructed not to, I think is absolutely infuriating in Buckingham Palace. And there was a very interesting source inside close to the Prince of Wales who spoke to the Daily Beast.
Tabloids screamed betrayal, and royal watchers labeled it a direct insult to a promise made to Queen Elizabeth II herself. Jamie, known for her empowering podcast conversations, shared the gift online, likely unaware it would spark a firestorm. Sources close to Meghan insist the card was private, never meant to go viral, but the damage was done. Critics argued she was flaunting a title she'd agreed to shelve, reigniting a debate that's been simmering since she and Harry left the royal fold. And what happened next would send shockwaves across the Atlantic.
For hours since the release of Harry and Meghan's bombshell Netflix documentary, and the papers have been reacting overnight. Oh boy, have they been reacting. The pair are dominating the front pages. One Conservative MP said that he is planning to bring forward legislation in an attempt to strip the Duke and Duchess of Sussex of their titles.
To understand why three little letters, HRH, carry such weight, we need to rewind to 2020, the year of Megxit. Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, stunned the world by announcing they were stepping back as senior royals to carve out a new life in California. It was a move that sparked endless headlines, from royal rebels to family feud. During tense negotiations at Sandringham, Queen Elizabeth II laid down the law. They could keep their Duke and Duchess titles, a nod to their place in the line of succession.
Life, they've moved to America, they've got their house, they've got their kids over there, so they're not really part of our
I don't think it's even that they don't deserve it, it's just they don't want to live it. So if you don't want to live it, then what's the point?
It will make what they're saying more authentic, because I think it is authentic, but you can't say all of that and then keep those titles.
But the HRH, His or Her Royal Highness, was off limits. Why? HRH is a privilege reserved for working royals, those who represent the crown at home and abroad. It's not just a fancy prefix, it's a symbol of duty, bound by centuries of tradition dating back to the 1917 letters patent under King George V, which formalized royal titles. Meghan and Harry agreed to the deal, promising to honor the Queen's terms while building their independent lives. But reports now suggest Meghan's been using HRH privately for years.
Think of her as an actress, and I remember when I was in a relationship years ago, everything I did and said, whether I cried, whether I joked, this boyfriend of mine would say, well, you're an actress.
As if you were fake.
So I think as if it was fake. Like so I feel that she's also a bit awkward and watching everything that she's saying, so that doesn't play well to people. But
From personal correspondence to, yes, that jam basket card. To some, it's a harmless quirk of a woman proud of her royal past. To others, it's a calculated move to keep the royal sparkle while running a media empire. The question burning up X is simple. Did Meghan break a sacred promise, or is this just a royal overreaction? Then came the Nigeria trip, a moment that turned whispers into shouts. In May 2023, Harry and Meghan flew to Nigeria for what they called a private cultural visit.
Changed my mind on things, but I didn't want them to be stripped of it, but I think I now understand they're trying to do, I think that would really be validated if they said, this institution isn't for us. We love our family, but we would like to hand these back. And I think that would be incredible.
Invited by the country's military to celebrate the Invictus Games, they met top generals, gave heartfelt speeches about mental health, and donned traditional Nigerian attire, looking every inch like royals on a global stage. Meghan, whose DNA test revealed 43% Nigerian heritage, called it homecoming, connecting deeply with the culture. But to Whitehall and Buckingham Palace, it looked like something else entirely, a full-blown royal tour without permission. The Foreign Office was blindsided, with insiders saying they were neither informed nor consulted. Photos of the couple with high-ranking officials, from governors to military chiefs, raised red flags. Critics argued it blurred the line between personal advocacy and official diplomacy.
3 white siblings and then 2 mixed-race siblings that I got to know later in life. All I am is a country bumpkin from Kent.
Yeah.
I don't know any different, and I didn't grow up thinking about that difference. Okay. And when you looked at it from her point of view, she said that
risking confusion over Britain's neutral stance abroad. One lord reportedly called it unauthorized posturing, a diplomatic misstep that embarrassed the crown. The Sussex's defenders pushed back, insisting it was a goodwill trip, not a crown-endorsed mission. Still, the Nigeria visit added serious fuel to a fire that was already burning bright. And the public? They were about to make their voices heard. The British public isn't just watching this drama unfold, they're driving it. A YouGov poll from May 2025 dropped a bombshell that left jaws on the floor. 77% of Brits want Meghan's Duchess of Sussex title stripped. That's not an opinion, it's a landslide. Even more telling, 61% think Harry should lose his titles too, including his HRH and Duke status. These numbers are historic, surpassing even the backlash after the Sussex's 2021 Oprah interview.
I got, if I wasn't Dame Kelly Holmes' double Olympic champion, based on the colour of my skin, as opposed to people understanding my cultural background. I don't know any different than being a Kent white girl.
Yeah.
From what I see and what I know, because everyone around me was white. This is a normal environment.
Where they hinted at racism in the royal family. The public's frustration isn't just about jam baskets or Nigeria trips, it's about a deeper sense of betrayal. Brits see titles as sacred, tied to duty and service, not Netflix deals and red carpets. One voter put it bluntly, titles aren't fashion accessories, they're responsibilities. Posts on X echo this, with users sharing memes of Meghan as a Hollywood duchess cashing in on royal prestige while slamming the monarchy. The sentiment crosses party lines. Conservatives, Labour, even Liberal Democrats agree. The Sussexes' actions feel like a middle finger to tradition. But there's a twist in this tale that takes it to another level. That twist? The House of Lords, the ancient chamber of peers that's been shaping British law since the Magna Carta, is stepping in. Reports claim a crossbench peer, Lord Simon Lee, a respected figure known for his work on constitutional reform, tabled a petition to strip Meghan's title, backed by both Conservative and Labour lords. This isn't tabloid chatter or a trending hashtag, it's a formal, legislative move, citing specific breaches, the Nigeria trip, the HRH slip, and what the Lords call commercial exploitation of a royal title. The petition argues Meghan's actions diminish the monarchy's dignity, turning a sacred honor into a branding tool. Think about it, the House of Lords isn't just a dusty old chamber, it's a powerhouse of precedent, tasked with protecting the crown's constitutional role. No peer has ever moved to revoke a duchess's title in modern times, making this a historic flex. While no final decision is confirmed, posts on X suggest heated debates are unfolding behind closed doors, with some lords pushing for a vote by year's end. If this passes, it could rewrite royal history. But that's not the only power play in motion. Prince William, the future king, is watching this saga with a clenched jaw. Sources close to the Prince of Wales say he's livid about Meghan's HRH use, seeing it as a direct affront to the monarchy's integrity. William, who's spent his life preparing to lead the crown, reportedly views the Sussexes' actions as exploiting King Charles's reluctance to act. Charles, battling health challenges and desperate to keep the family from fracturing further, has stayed silent, hoping to avoid a public war. But William? He's a different story. Insiders claim he's ready to strip the Sussexes' titles when he ascends the throne, a move some on X are calling vengeful but others see as inevitable. One source told the Daily Beast, William won't tolerate what he sees as disrespect to the crown's legacy. This father-son dynamic adds a juicy layer to the drama. Charles, the peacemaker, versus William, the protector. It's all speculative for now, but the idea of a future King William drawing a hard line has royal fans buzzing. And the controversy doesn't stop there. What's really got the lords and public riled up is the commercialization angle. Meghan's as ever lifestyle brand, launched with jars of jam and honey that sold out in minutes, leans heavily into her Duchess persona. Her Netflix series, With Love, Meghan, released in 2025, showcases her cooking and hosting with a royal flair, even featuring guests like Jamie Kern-Lima. Then there's the Beyoncé moment at the 2023 Cowboy Carter concert in LA, where Meghan, laughing with Mindy Kaling, shouted, "You know I'm Sussex now," to a cheering crowd. To fans, it was a playful nod to her identity. To the lords, it was a title turned into a punchline. Critics point to the Sussexes' Spotify and Netflix deals, marketed under their royal brand, as proof they're profiting off a title meant for service, not stardom. Back in 2020, the Queen herself intervened to stop them trademarking Sussex Royal for merchandise, a rare royal smackdown. The Lords' petition calls this unauthorized commercial exploitation, arguing it violates the 1917 Royal Titles Act, which forbids using noble status for personal gain. Defenders, though, say Meghan's just building a career, using her story to inspire, not scam. It's a tightrope, and she's walking it with confidence. But at what cost? The debate split the world in two, and it's as heated as it gets. On one side, critics like Piers Morgan are leading the charge, calling the Sussexes' actions despicable and a betrayal of everything the monarchy stands for. On X, users amplify this, with one viral post saying, "The lords are doing what Charles won't, holding Meghan accountable." Morgan's been vocal for years, from slamming their Oprah interview to mocking their Montecito lifestyle. But Meghan's defenders are just as loud. Her team insists the HRH use was private, not a rule breaker, and supporters argue she's unfairly targeted, with some hinting at deeper biases in the backlash. On X, fans post about her philanthropy, like her work with Invictus and women's rights, saying she's earned her place. Others point out that lesser royals, like Princess Alexandra, serve quietly without Netflix deals, making Meghan's high-profile moves stand out. Both sides agree on one thing: this saga's a roller coaster, and the next twist could change the game. So, where does this leave us? Meghan Markle, once the fairy tale princess who walked down the aisle at Windsor Castle, now stands at a crossroads. The House of Lords, fueled by public fury and constitutional duty, is weighing a decision that could strip her of the Duchess title she's carried since 2018. The British public, with 77% demanding action, see her as a symbol of royal rebellion gone too far. Prince William looms as a future king ready to draw a line, while King Charles holds back, torn between family and crown. From a jam jar to a Netflix series, Meghan's built an empire, but at the cost of royal goodwill. If the lords move forward, her title could vanish, erased not by scandal but by statute. If she holds on, it might signal a monarchy struggling to control its own legacy. What do you think? Should Meghan keep her title, or is it time for the crown to take it back? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's keep this royal rumble going.